Dear friends, welcome to the Wednesday Word on Wednesday the 8th of June. On Thursday, Stephen and Charlotte Davis with Afia, Marley and Martha will be moving to Cheltenham as Stephen prepares to begin his ministry among us as our curate. On Sunday the 19th of June in Gloucester Cathedral, he will be ordained as a deacon, which is an office that he'll hold for a year as he prepares to be ordained priest a year later. These are the words that the bishop will say to him and to the others who are going to be ordained deacons. Deacons are called to work with the bishop and the priests with whom they serve as heralds of Christ's kingdom. They're to proclaim the gospel in word and deed as agents of God's purposes of love. They are to serve the community in which they are set, bringing to the church the needs and the hopes of the people. They are to work with their fellow members in searching out the poor and weak, the sick and the lonely, and those who are oppressed and powerless, reaching into the forgotten corners of the world, that the love of God may be made visible. Deacons share in the pastoral ministry of the church and in leading God's people in worship. They preach the word and bring the needs of the world before the church in intercession. They accompany those searching for faith and bring them to baptism. They assist in administering the sacraments. They distribute communion and minister to the sick and housebound. Deacons are to seek nourishment from the scriptures. They are to study them with God's people, that the whole church may be equipped to live out the gospel in the world. They are to be faithful in prayer, expectant and watchful for the signs of God's presence as he reveals his kingdom among us. And then later in the service, the congregation is addressed by the bishop. Brothers and sisters, you've heard how great is the charge that these ordinands are ready to undertake, and you've heard their declarations. Is it now your will that they should be ordained? And we respond, it is. Will you continually pray for them, says the bishop. We will, we respond. Will you uphold and encourage them in their ministry? We will, we say. Well, it would be so good if a number of us were able to be at the cathedral to make these responses in person, but if you can't make it, please do remember the demanding ministry that Stephen is being called to perform among us, and join with those responses in your hearts. The job description above would also make a very good pattern as you pray for him. By the way, Stephen was interviewed by John Smith on Radio Gloucestershire last Sunday. You can listen to his interview through the link on the email today. It begins at about 2 hours, 40 minutes into the show. God bless you today.